I'm TJ. Oh, hi. Who do we have here? Hi, Miss Penny. She is very shy, huh?
She is very shy.
Just like Gigi. Though that she chases her around.
Is that the sibling?
No.
Our cat.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a
One
sibling
of our
too.
cats.
How'd she do on the road trip?
Oh, fine. She just lays in my lap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she never comes near me.
She'll grow attached to you over time. So, oh, hello. Hi, how you doing?
Dana, this is my husband, Justin.
Hi, how you doing? I'm TJ. So I don't know if I just missed the text or didn't get the email, but whenever you get a chance, just gonna get we'll just do it here, so I'll have a little bit of a reminder. But the training priority list and the feeding guidelines.
I have it all written down.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
I have it all written down.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just go over real quick everything you wanna work on. I can see the shyness here.
Yes, she is our chicken little. Letter B. Letter B. We really just want like puppy basics, finish her potty training, leave it, maybe some door manners, just basics.
Okay.
Is there anything you want with her? I have it written down, like the training priorities that we have.
No problem.
See, we know a good sit.
Good job. I know we can't go over the potty training part here, but let's see.
For the most part, she's doing really well. When she goes, so I'm surprised she hasn't because she hasn't been since this morning. Maybe if we walk over there.
Yeah. Just walk around for a little bit. And you guys just been using like a consistent schedule, potty pads, what?
So just a consistent schedule. I work from home, so I just take her out probably about every hour. It's overkill for sure.
Okay.
She doesn't need to go that often. She goes within 10 minutes. So when we first wake up in the morning, she goes right outside. She'll usually only pee, then she comes back in, and within 5-10 minutes she needs to go back out and go poop.
Okay. How often does she eat? Like 3 times a day?
Usually about 2 to 3 times a day.
Okay.
She'll poop. She sleeps from usually about 10 until 6:30, 7 in the morning.
Well, that's a long stretch.
Yeah. And she just sleeps with us.
Getting into. Do you know how she is around other pups?
She's seen him from a distance. She's not seen any of them up close.
Okay.
She's not like been up close with them. We've only ever seen them on walks.
So no puppy play dates or anything like that?
No, not yet. So I'm curious how she does with your dogs at home.
My dogs at home will be pretty easy, and then I've got some friends, of course, with good temperaments of pups. My old ladies always are very used to dogs coming and going, so they're really good at that. Every now and then they'll play with the pup, but for the most part they just kind of lay around at this point.
That's probably best for her. She's very clearly a chicken.
I get her used to as many things as possible. We'll see if it's just part of her personality or if it's just because everything is new.
So once she warms up to things, she goes crazy. She'll get the zoomies and she'll play and she'll have fun, but she's definitely a very cautious dog.
That's good. It's better usually that way. What were you correcting him for?
Because he's like hovering and like keeps coming closer to her.
Oh. Are they not allowed to be near her?
No, he can totally be near her. He's just like gonna hover and like be all up in her business.
That's fine.
Like that's fine, but when he's like pushing her towards us, I just don't want her to feel trapped.
Got you.
It's only 2 weeks. There's only so much he's gonna be able to accomplish in 2 weeks with her.
It's okay. What did he want me to work on?
Follow? I don't even know. What do you want from that?
Just so that, like,
She follows us?
Yeah.
I think you mean like come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like recall. Yeah, we'll definitely work on that. Oh, happy Yorkie.
So that, like, when we don't know where she is, we can say, Penny, come, and she'll come, and then we can say, if she has something in her mouth, drop it.
Okay.
Like, to see if she has something, or we don't know where she is, or where she was.
Sounds good. Well, let's go ahead and keep walking towards there. Let's see how the interaction goes. He seems interested. The parents seem like they might not or might have time. Hi, how you doing? Cute Yorkie. Oh, she seems interested. That's good.
She's not like scared of them. She's just not had much interaction with them.
Okay.
Why are there cigars?
Because people left them. That's why.
It's a dog thing.
At least we'll have plenty to do in between, like, the main thing, which is potty training.
Yeah.
What I usually do for that is just try to keep it consistent.
Yeah.
We're like really rewarding them when they go outside, and then combining that with like what he wanted, which is pretty basic too, but the recall.
Yeah.
So that way, when she does start searching or drifting inside, we have that solid recall into like maybe a routine of either ringing the bell or hitting the button or
So I have bells.
hitting me.
I have a doorbell,
Okay.
The door hanger bells that
Does
we've been
she-
working with her. She doesn't get it yet,
Okay.
but
That's
He
fine.
will.
Usually it's more important to kind of get a good consistent routine going than to worry too much about them signaling,
yeah.
because it depends on what stage they are in the potty training, that they may not even know that they need to go until they have a very short time, in which case they're just now starting to look for where to go for like the really early stages, in which case like it will be up to us to really have a good idea of what their body time is, and then get them to where they need to go in advance, right? And then give them that big praise and stuff when they do go potty outside.
So that's what, when she's like, so I go out with her because we have a huge fenced-in backyard. So she'll go, and like while she's going, I praise her, and then she gets treats and all of that.
That's good.
So we're really trying with it, and she's doing good for the most part, but she definitely still has accidents.
Are they like small accidents or like big accidents?
I mean small.
Okay.
Sometimes the medium.
Okay.
Remember that time with the carpet?
Yes.
It was a lot.
Yes.
And some things too will take adjustments as well, especially like this coming week is going to be a lot hotter than it was last week.
Yeah.
So when we'll
And she
be out.
definitely runs hot.
Yeah.
So she.
I can see why.
Yeah.
But so that'll also mean an increased intake in water.
Yeah.
And then that also means an increased need to go, or a amount of going. So some of those things you kind of have to adjust as you go along.
Yeah.
And then on days like, there you go. We'll see how she does here.
Say hi.
There you go. Nice.
Oh my goodness.
And then days when it might be raining, that also can make it difficult for pups that are potty training, because either they get scared because of the rain or distracted as well.
She gets distracted. She doesn't get scared of the rain.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because of how skittish she is.
She's 4 months.
Little baby. Hi, sweet girl.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Newfie. He's quite a Newfie dog.
So let's see here. I'll do just a couple basic tests with you
Are you
while
filming her?
while we're walking around her, and her nose is on the ground there, which is perfect. Go ahead and call her name once without pulling on the leash and see what she does.
Penny.
Very good. Perfect.
Good girl.
Good.
Are you filming her?
Yeah. That's why we'll make videos for you guys.
Oh. So it's like we don't miss out.
Yeah. Not the best area for long lead, so recall, but I'll test that back at home on shares. But usually, like, how much of a flight risk would you consider her? Like, if you drop the leash right now, would she just still follow you around, or would she just kind of keep following her nose and you'd never get her back? In between, don't know.
I'd say. So, like, if I walk out the front door, she's gonna try and like follow me and run. She just wants to stick with me.
That's good.
I don't know how she would do here with it.
Right. Okay. So part of that too is
She definitely. So if we're trying to get her in the backyard, like to come back in, and we have to go get her. It turns into a game, and she wants to run.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like at the beginning with our grandma, she would call me out to chase her back inside.
Yeah, we'd want to be careful with that behavior because, like, in an emergency, what ends up happening is they either get out or freak out, and then we're trying to get them. And then if they're used to that chase, then that can cause the problem to get worse.
Yes. So that's what we'd like to avoid too.
Yeah. So part of that will be teaching her recall, and then part of that will be teaching, like, you and the family what not to do in those kind of scenarios. Let's see what we can test here. If I can take a leash for you, so I'll just have you guys kind of walk away so she can see you walking. So she can see you walking away. I'm just gonna test how attached she is. Hi, how you doing? Good. Go ahead and go to your left a little bit, down that way.
Go down this way?
Yeah. All right, and be ready to catch her. All right, ready? Yep. Go ahead and call her.
Honey. Good girl.
Good. There you go. Good. She did good. So, for the most part, especially when puppies are younger, they'll have kind of that maternal bond, which is really important for them because they're still very dependent, usually on their mother for everything, right? As they grow up, and you can kind of see it a little bit here, when they get distracted or want to explore, that's when they'll kind of drift away.
Yeah.
But she seemed to have a good refocus, which is good. And like I said, it's almost too early right now for a diagnosis of separation anxiety anyways, because they're supposed to want to be with us, right? At that point, but she also didn't freak out, which is really good. I told you before that as soon as mom and dad leave away, they start like really tugging and really crying and stuff to go towards them. So she's a good kind of normal behavior on that one. So that was good to see. I would definitely, not put her as like a shadow either, right? Because she did get distracted a few times with things here or there, and because of her friendlier personality, she also like, you can go ahead and let her come to him when he called.
Pen, you want to go to Logan? Go.
I think it's that extra 3 hours that she spent with you in the car.
But
where'd your brother go? Did he go back to the car by then?
Just sleeping on you.
Yeah.
I bet she just got your scent. And also, I do play with him.
does she have any food sensitivities or allergies or medical conditions I should know about?
None that we're aware of yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
I packed
perfectly
all of her
fine.
food. I packed treats for her, training treats.
blanket that
I packed
she
her
brought
bowls.
home
I
in.
packed a blanket.
That she brought.
I packed. She has the breeder sent it along with her when we got her. One of those. It's the puppies with the beating heart in it. So I sent that along too.
Does she actually like and respond to that well? Does she?
We used it like the first couple of nights with her, but then after that, I'm pretty sure she just attached herself to me,
And she just.
But she likes it. Like, it is a comfort for her. She'll carry it around, but you don't have to have the heart beating in it.
She'll
Yeah,
carry
that's
it
the main
around,
thing.
play with it, probably chew on it a lot. It's like a toy to me,
Okay,
not an actual living animal.
sounds good.
Are you gonna go potty? Because you haven't yet since you've been here.
So what we'll do is we'll head back to the car and we'll start transferring things. I'll touch base with Dad and the other brother to see if there was anything that they wanted to include or anything they think I should know.
Iridescent. We're gonna get our stuff on the car.
Do you think maybe 2 weeks she might get attached to him?
I don't know. I'm hoping she doesn't hate me when we come back and get her.
All right. Was there anything that you kind of wanted to touch base with me on or think I should know with her?
No, she's just skittish. Very much so.
And is this your guys' first pup or you had pups before?
We had 2 dogs before, but it's been a long time since we had puppies. Our other 2 dogs were 15 and 16 when they passed, so.
Gotcha.
Some water before we go?
Maybe some food.
No, not the food, but give her a little drink of water.
Good girl.
Yeah, everyone step back.
Try to get her used to sudden sounds too.
Yeah.
Sometimes that'll happen naturally. Sometimes it's good to run a few different drills because there's some things, especially with being a puppy and growing up, you want them to kind of have that kind of sense of like uncertainty or apprehension, right? So that way it helps to kind of self-preservation kind of deal, right? We don't want her to be completely immune to every loud, sudden noise that happens. We want her at the same time to hear something like the car closing earlier and freaking out all the way down there. Right?
All done with your water?
Like I said, some of that might just be her personality, and some of that might just be because she's still so young. And did you have anything for me you wanted to know or work on? All right.
So here's all of like our contact information, our local emergency contact, her vet, all of our trip information. You can call the ship if you need for an emergency as well. Her feeding, our training priorities. I also included her vaccination records just in case. I don't know, overkill, but I did.
That's fine.
She's got her scoop in here for her food. We just do 1 scoop in the morning and in the evening.
Okay.
Sometimes she finishes it, sometimes she doesn't.
Okay.
And then she's got training treats. I put 2 new bags of these. She loves these in there.
What about the rawhides?
I got some rawhides in there for her.
Is her normal food also chicken?
What is her normal food?
Dry.
It's the freeze-dried raw. Honestly, I don't know if it's beef or chicken.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious because sometimes, especially with some pups, and we could always experiment with anyways. They like a treat that is different from the kibble flavor that they get every day. Sometimes they like the same because they like that flavor.
Yeah.
So just curious.
I don't know. She
Because I won't be able to tell because it's in the case. Yeah, that's okay. All right. Anybody have any final questions for me or anything? Yeah.
So, just to review, what all are you going to train her to do?
We're going to do all the basic commands: sit, stay, and recall. Maybe some loose leash walking as well, while we're working on her potty behaviors. And so, for as far as potty behaviors go, we're going to be focusing on the recall part, so that way if she does start wandering, she can quickly come back to us. So it's still going to be on us to pay attention to her, and then getting her either used to touching me or touching the bell or touching something as a part of the routine to go outside before going potty. Now, it's going to be really important that we only practice certain things when we are going to do the potty routine, because this is where, like, had it happen even before anyways, is like a puppy will learn to touch the bells just because they want to go outside, you know, and sometimes they'll make that connection and sometimes they won't, you know, but we want to do our best to make that connection with having to go potty instead of having the door open for them. It's one of those things that's kind of a fine line to go with, but try to do our best to teach her to signal, but at the same time just making sure that she's consistent with only going potty outside. That'll be a pretty easy one usually for me, and then kind of getting her on a good normal routine to make the transfer back home easier as well. And then socializing.
Wait, you asked him a question?
I did, and you're not listening.
It's okay. And then socializing her so that way she gets used to different environments and different sounds. Temperament testing while we're out socializing is going to happen naturally, so her behavior around other people and other dogs of varying temperaments and personalities, ages like other kids, as well as maybe the elderly, things like that. I think that covers most of it. If we have any time, I'll try to throw in some fun tricks, but usually with puppies, we end up taking the whole time just to kind of develop basics.
Yeah.
I can have the camera.
The camera is made for the YouTube videos, so that way you guys will be able to see her progress and what she's working on while you're gone. And if you have any questions about anything, you could always, after you watch it, you could always get in touch with me to have me either elaborate or go over again for you. It's also good to help kind of catalog progress. Sometimes it's easier to see, you know, how she was on day one from the last day if you actually have, you know, something to visually see as opposed to just trying to remember. Good girl. Good girl. Potty. Good girl, Miss Penny. That was good. She just peed. Meeting Miss Lilo here. Good girl. Good potty. Good job. Good girl, Miss Lilo. Lilo is a bit more independent. She's the kind of pup to hoard her toys as opposed to sharing them. She likes her personal space. She's good around other dogs. It's just not as much so of a preference for her than anything else. But she'll be good about giving Miss Penny here warnings if she's too close to her or if she wants some space. So it'll be a good life lesson for her as well if she does growl for space or anything. She seems to be being extra tolerant with her today, so that's really good. Next up we have Miss Fiona. She is big and old. She's good with the smaller, younger puppies. She grew up having younger siblings. So she's very patient. Sometimes she'll even play with the puppies too if they poke her enough to and invite her enough. She may also help with the potty training as well, just because she's the kind to paw at the bells by the gate leading outside if she needs to go potty. So sometimes something that other pups will just pick up on naturally and it's like the routine for our trips out for them to go potty. She seems to be doing okay with both of them. She was a little apprehensive at first because they both wanted to meet her at the same time. So what I did was just take them out one at a time so that way she could have a little bit more time to get accustomed to each one without feeling overwhelmed. And then she's just doing just fine. She'll also get the benefit of being around pups that are pretty good about routinely going out at the same times in the same place. That usually helps make it easier for other pups to pick up the habit as well. Girl. Good girl. Good potty, Penny. Good girl. Good girl. Good potty. Good job.
He's afraid of you. He loves you scared.
She's shy. So just let her come to
Is
you.
he new?
Uh-huh. There you go. Let her smell you.
Exactly.
There you go.
She's going to my house. That means she loves me more than herself. My house is but she wasn't walking towards Can you buy the dogs?
You can.
How much is this one?
I don't know. They usually range in different prices.
Is she still shy?
Oh, yeah.
Usually when I Do you have another little one?
Yeah, she's the only little one right now.
My brother just came out the house. I think he's been outside. He was watching me.
It's okay. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. There you go. That's okay. That's okay. Good girl. There you go.
She ate your hand? Is she shy of you?
It takes a little while to get used to people. You okay? Good girl. Penny, touch. Yes, good girl. Good touch.
What do you want?
Come on. Good girl. Come on, you got it. Good girl. Good job. This way. Penny. Good girl, this way.